Beach State. Bullock is fine. He is good to go. Talked with the coaches earlier today. Dre Bullock is good. Everybody, with the exception of the obviouses in Aaron Hunkin-Clater and Tanner Cuff, are all set. Cal State Fullerton, they are pretty much top to bottom healthy. These two teams will line up basically exactly the same. Same starting lineups from a couple of weeks ago. Will it be the same results for Hawaii and Cal State Fullerton? Lineups and tip when we come back here to Henderson. It is the semifinals of the Credit Union 1 Big West Men's Basketball Tournament on ESPN Honolulu.
Superheroes are everywhere, and you'll find these everyday heroes at 535 Plumbing, LLC.
My superhero fixed my overflowing toilet fast and effectively. He explained the problem and took care of everything.
If you need a superhero, call 535 Plumbing for drain cleaning, faucet installs, pipe repair, water heater replacement, new flow pipe relining, repiping, and new construction. Look to 535 Plumbing, everyday superheroes with 24-hour emergency service and repair. Go to 535plumbing.com today.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health Honolulu will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T levels is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Experience and results matter. So what are you waiting for? Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They've helped thousands of men since 2011. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Call Revive today and schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation. Call Revive Men's Health at 808-529-0000. That's 808-529-0000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
It's only getting every customer's order right. It's only a point-of-sale system connected by Spectrum fiber-powered business internet, helping you track hundreds of secure transactions. And it's all backed by 24/7 U.S.-based customer support and local technicians. It's only everything. Get Business Internet Advantage free forever when you get 4 mobile lines from Spectrum. Visit spectrum.com/free for life to find out how. Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
I'm Hal.
I'm Jerry.
I'm Kay-Hao.
We got your lumber.
We've got your hardware.
Bring your lumber list.
Email us your list.
Bring me your blueprint.
We've got you covered.
Get a quote from us.
Itagyuti listahan nyo kanya.
Get a quote from us.
Get a quote from us.
We've got you covered.
We love our customers.
Go where the contractors go. Hardware Hawaii. Contractor's choice.
Think you know college hoops? Get ready for the ESPN Honolulu Bracket Bash, powered by Hele. Starting March 15th, head to ESPNHonolulu.com and make your bracket picks. Top bracket wins a 2-night staycation at the Sheraton Waikiki. Make your picks with ESPN Honolulu.
Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
It is the main event here from Lee's Family Farm in Henderson, Nevada. The stars are out when the lights shine the brightest. That's why it's the nightcap here at the Credit Union 1 Big West Men's Basketball Tournament. It is the 2 versus 3 to round out the evening, with the winner taking on the top seed UC Irvine. Cal State Fullerton 18-14 overall, 12-8 in the Big West Conference. Hawaii 22-8. 14-6 in Big West play, but you can throw all of those numbers out in just a couple of minutes, because it will be all about 40 minutes right in front of us for a trip to the championship, and maybe more than that, maybe postseason dreams, whether it is the NIT, the NCAA tournament, getting to play beyond today. So much we're looking at moving into the next couple of hours here from Henderson. Welcome courtside. I'm Josh Pacheco. Great to have you with us. The lights have dimmed. They're about to announce the starting lineups. Let's give them to you, how both teams have built their starting lineups, brought to you by Hardware Hawaii, customer first. Cal State Fullerton is the visitors. They are wearing their dark blue uniforms, Titans across the chest, numbers and letters in orange, trim around the collar and the shoulders in orange. In the backcourt, Joshua Ward, their leading scorer, their leading assist guy. He's a senior from Memphis, Tennessee at 6'1", 185. Joined by freshman Christian Williams, a 6', 185 freshman from St. Louis, Missouri. Bryce Cofield, another freshman from Chatsworth, California, 6'6", 210 pounds. Jefferson De La Cruz Monegro averaged over 8 a game in the 2 meetings against Hawaii. A senior from LaSalle, Quebec, Canada, 6 feet 3 inches tall, 205 pounds. And Landon Seaman, who will be making his 6th consecutive start here down the stretch for Cal State Fullerton. Seaman, the grad student from Vacaville, California, at 6'8", 220 pounds. Dedrick Taylor, the winningest coach in Cal State Fullerton program history, and the Big West Coach of the Year, as announced earlier this week by the conference. The lights turning green here inside the arena. The Rainbow Warriors are wearing white. The top of trim along the sides of the uniforms. Hawaii across the chest, numbers and letters in green. The backcourt, Hunter Erickson, 6'3", 200-pound grad from Provo, Utah. Dre Bullock, who broke the Titans' hearts at home a couple of Saturdays ago. Bullock, a grad student from Franklinton, North Carolina, at 6'6", 190. Isaac Finlinson, the 6'8", 185-pound junior from St. George, Utah. And then up front, Harry Ruleta, senior forward from Brisbane, Australia, the captain at 6'9", 230 pounds. And then Isaac Big Fish Johnson, one of 2 all-conference first-team selections for UH, the 7-footer at 240 pounds from American Fork, Utah. Ron Gannott in his 11th season has 193 wins as head coach of the Rainbow Warriors, 196 overall. And he has UH in the semifinals for the 3rd time in the last 5 years, 2022, 2024, and here in 2026. Can they get past this stage? The double bye, we'll see if it is a friend or foe to the Rainbow Warriors here tonight. Our officials, Darren White, Antonio Petty, and Matthew Rukeson. DeSell Dean is our alternate official. He is posted at the scorers table opposite from us, so if for whatever reason someone got injured and couldn't finish the game, there is a 4th official assigned to work this contest. This is a really fun crowd. We had an outstanding crowd for the women's game earlier today. Hawaii will play for the women's title tomorrow. Our coverage at 11:45 here on ESPN Honolulu. Hawaii taking on the defending conference tournament champions, UC San Diego. They beat UC Davis earlier today. Meantime, the winner here will get UC Irvine. And boy, if Hawaii and UC Irvine meet one more time, how juicy would that be? You had a buzzer beater from Hunter Erickson at home, an overtime game that led to a little bit of chatter afterwards at the Bren. Boy, a 3rd time for the final meeting in the conference would be something to watch. Titans will go from left to right on your device. Hawaii going from right to left. Best crowd of the 4 games we have had here. There'll be Seaman and Johnson in the center circle. Darren White's got the ball in his hands as he makes his way over. Ball's in the air in the opening tip, taken by Hawaii, and we are a go here in Henderson. Erickson's got the basketball here on the first possession, running point. Stops his dribble, high slot left, goes to the wing, and Bullock looks back out top of the circle, finds Ruley F and around the perimeter right. Back to Erickson, guarded by Christian Williams. Now top of the key, finds Bullock, drives to the elbow, left, bounces it just outside of the low block. Johnson backs in on Seaman. Johnson turns to the baseline, lost the ball, out of bounds. It will go to Cal State Fullerton. Didn't really have any great position to begin with. But then as he tried to muscle Seaman down toward the paint, he just couldn't hold on to the basketball. 30 seconds in, no score. Between the rings, De La Cruz Monegro goes high left and finds his man Ward. Now De La Cruz Monegro goes to the near wing. Cofield driving, stuck underneath the baseline. His 2 no good right underneath the rim, but Bullock and Johnson collide with one another. Both can't control the rebound. And it's going to end up being Cal State Fullerton basketball. Not great communication early there, trying to get the rebound. Inbound's going to be thrown in across midcourt, and it finds Seaman. Seaman dribble handoff left. Moves it toward the corner, and Cofield brings the dribble out up top. On near side, De La Cruz Monegro penetrates on Finlinson. His two off balance and in toward the baseline right from 14 feet away. Absorbed a lot of contact, was still able to hang and knock it down. 2-0 Cal State Fullerton, 18:53 here in the first 20. Johnson twisting above the right side elbow, moves it up top to Erickson, who draws a double team. Back up top to Johnson, fires for three, and hits. Boy, he takes a 3-2 lead, 18:39 left in the half of the Titans. Quickly into the front court right with Ward. Ward shakes, gets Erickson off the dribble. His two, blocked in the air by Erickson, picked up by Johnson, and here comes Bullock. 3-on-3 the other way to the near wing. Finlinson gets by one defender, drives his two, blocked by Seaman, out of bounds. Last touch by Seaman. It will stay with Hawaii. That three earlier from Johnson, brought to you by Dial Electric Supply. They see the light. Erickson to inbound, baseline to our left far side of the floor. Will float it in, finds Bullock. High right side, starts his dribble, crosses over on his man, leads in right of the lane, high off the glass, puts it in. Hawaii's got a 5-2 advantage. 18-15 here in half number one. Up top, Seaman looking for the dribble handoff. They clear Williams away left. Now they clear away De La Cruz Monegro. Now Ward comes to it. Goes baseline, cut off by Erickson. Back out for Seaman. Dribbling right near the free throw line. Slings it toward the baseline. Cofield penetrates and kicks. Seaman wide open right wing three. Clanks off the back rim. Bullock goes high over two defenders, gets the rebound and pushes up the floor. To Erickson right wing. Tries to go baseline. Is hemmed in by Cofield. They bring it back out. Johnson, high slot left for Finlinson. Off a soft screen. Stops his dribble inside the arc. Outright Erickson. Three. That's off the short rim, but he got hit on the arm on his way up off that 24-foot fire. And he'll go to the free throw line where he will shoot three. And the officials say, hey, guys, stop stalling. Let's go. We got to go see a show tonight in about 2.5 hours. Let's go. So Hunter Erickson will shoot three. First one. That's good. After Cal State Fullerton hit the first field goal of the game, Hawaii has scored 6 points in a row. Erickson, all Big West honorable mention selection. Drains the second. One more for him. Scored a season-high 23 in the loss against Long Beach State on Saturday. Spin of the basketball, third free throw, around the rim and in. Erickson knocks down all three. Hawaii has an 8-2 advantage. 17:35 here in the half. Cal State Fullerton trying to beat Hawaii's defense down the floor. They move it around to Ward. Right wing three off the left rim. High up for the rebound is Finlinson. He's able to grab it. They tried to sneak a pass back behind the Hawaii defense. There is no angle to get a shot up near the rim. No angle to get an initial three in the corner. The three at the wing was wide open, but it missed. Johnson fakes the dribble handoff. Now gives it to Erickson. Free throw line extended right. A double team. Slings it behind his shoulder. Johnson inside for Ruledev. Gets the two. And Hawaii's on a 10-0 run, taking an 8-point lead. 3 minutes elapsed here in the first half. Top of the arc, De La Cruz Monegro fakes the three, drives, kicks off a carom in to Seaman. Turns in on Ruledev, backs him down, slings it right side wing. De La Cruz Monegro for three. Can't answer. That's off the back rim. Long rebound grabbed by Erickson as Seaman was grabbing the waist of Ruledev. No whistle. They let him play on. Erickson far sideline to the wing, draws a double team. Tried to pass the ball away. It gets ricocheted out of bounds, and it will stay with Hawaii far sideline. 19 to shoot, 16:37 on the game clock is the first sub of the game for Hawaii is Gytis Namiksha, the senior from Lithuania, in for Isaac Johnson. Bullock will inbound right in front of the Titan bench. Throws it in for Erickson, well away from the rim, high right. Erickson gets a Ruledev screen, uses it, has that mismatch on Seaman, moves it right to Bullock. He drives. Bullock to the rim. He is fouled, and I think they're going to say it's on the floor. I don't think he was in the act of shooting. Foul's going to go on Cofield. That's his first. Team's first. And inbound coming from the baseline left. And Erickson Seaman guarding the inbound. Erickson looking, still looking, has to float it out. Bullock can track it down 5 feet in front of the midcourt line. Bullock off a late screen. Looks to the right wing. Finlinson, he drives baseline. Almost lost the basketball. Double team. Throws it back out for Bullock. 8 to shoot. Jabs. Fires. Misses the 3 off the back rim in the iron. Ball caromed out near side. Tracked down by Cal State Fullerton and Williams. Up ahead left to Seaman. Almost had trouble kind of corralling it. He's able to. And they're able to move it around now near side of the floor. Williams. Top of the arc. De La Cruz Monegro. Will skip it to the near wing in Williams. Guarded by Rulli up in the perimeter. Williams stumbles to the free throw line. Twists around with his dribble. Underhands it right to Ward. 8 to shoot. Ward bounce pass underneath Seaman. Got Erickson in the air. Goes around the rim left to right. Is able to put it in off the glass. And that breaks the 10-0 run. Hawaii leading 10-4. 15:39 here in half number 1. Erickson floats his pass. Free throw line left to Rulli. Skips it right to Namika. Penetrates to the short corner. Skips it back left. Rulli 3. That's off the back iron. Rebound. Namika wins the tip. Is double team to the baseline. He'll drive in, kick left, Rulli down. We'll try again. Can't hit that 3. Namika gets the offensive rebound again. Back out, Bullock. His 3. Bang! 3 chances from outside the 3-point border. Bullock knocks that one down. 13-4 Hawaii, 15:09 here in half number 1. And Namika fighting off the offensive glass made that happen. Right side, De La Cruz Monegro around the perimeter left to Williams. Williams stops his dribble, finds Seaman dribbling at the angle left. Now comes to the near side, underhands it for Cofield. Dribbles to the free throw line, 15-footer, drains it just left of the free throw line. And that makes it 13-6 Hawaii, 14:43 here in the first half. Bullock, chest pass top of the arc for Isaac Finlinson. Finlinson stops his dribble, finds Rulli top of the arc to the far wing and Erickson. Erickson uses Rulli as a screener, gets his dribble out straight away. 3. That's off the back rim. Rebound grab by De La Cruz Monegro. Good job by Seaman challenging that 3 in the perimeter. Ward comes the other way. Namika guarding him. Ward looking in. He has the mismatch. Now finds Seaman at the baseline. Will turn it on Rulli in the low block. Seaman turning, leading in the paint. Kicks out left wing Cofield. Extra pass Ward. Ward drives to the rim. Gets around Erickson and gets the lay-in to drop. 5-point Hawaii lead, 13-8, under 14 to go. Extended run here in the first half. Erickson crossing midcourt near side. Gets inside the arc, gets a strip away from behind. Ball loose on the ground. Cal State Fullerton comes away with it, and they're able to force the turnover. Ahead left, Cofield. He'll drive right of the lane, leans it on Rulli. That almost traveled. Right wing Williams, 3. Good. Titans within 2. They force the turnover. They turn that into a transition 3. 13-11 Hawaii, 13:33 here in the half. Erickson hassled right near midcourt by Williams, almost poked it away. Keeps his dribble, gives it to Namika right. Pressure comes, the move it right corner. Bullock takes the 3, twists with his dribble to the baseline, and draws a foul on Cofield with a lot of contact. That's Cofield's second, and that will lead us to our first timeout. We've got 13:20 to go in the first half. Hawaii, thanks to a 10-0 run earlier in the half, has a 2-point advantage. Bows 13, Titans 11. This is Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
Since 1940, the Hawaii Ironworkers Union Local 625 has been servicing and supporting our local sports community. As members, they would like to wish all the student athletes a successful and memorable sports season. Hawaii Ironworkers Union Local 625, where steel is real.
Here's the dream. Keep doing what you love. What drives you? What's your passion? Whether you're catching waves, climbing mountains, or playing with the grandkids, the choices you make now can help you keep living your life your way. At Hawaii Pacific Health, we're here to help you live healthier with preventive care and a personalized approach. Learn more at hawaiipacifichealth.org/healthierlife.
Oh, we have our 68 teams in the big dance, but who is going to be the last team standing? That and so much more in the Reggae Monday Mod. Freddie and Harry with me, Freddie Coleman and Harry Douglas. Tune in weekdays at noon on ESPN Honolulu and the ESPN Honolulu app.
This is the Credit Union One Big West Men's Basketball Championships on ESPN Honolulu.
13:20 to play in the first half. Hawaii leading Cal State Fullerton at 13-11. If you're looking for Rainbow Warrior baseball, you can hear that on the new 1420 Hawaii's News and Sports. Hawaii has an 11-1 lead on Long Beach State in the bottom of the 7th inning. And if you're looking for Rainbow Warrior volleyball tonight, that has been postponed, canceled. We don't know exactly what it's going to be, if they try to reschedule it or not. But because of the weather, the stormy conditions, those matches at Banco Arena and Stan Sheriff Center are off tonight. And we sincerely hope from all of us and our Hawaii family here in Henderson to all of you back home that you are staying safe and dry. As we have heard, it has been pretty messy in portions of the state with over 100,000 people without power on the island of Oahu. So we appreciate you allowing us to be in here on this Friday. Cal State Fullerton's on a 7-0 run. This after Hawaii, after giving up the first 2 in this game, Hawaii went on a 10-0 run. Isaac Johnson got a 3 to drop. They were able to kind of move the ball around. We saw great movement on the offensive glass by Gitas Mamicha, who got a couple of boards. Trey Bullock is Hawaii's leading scorer here so far, 5 for Bullock. Everybody who's been on the floor for Cal State Fullerton has a field goal so far. Titans will bring in some subs for the first time. Kendrick DeLuna, a junior from San Antonio, Texas, at 6'10", 230. Jaden Henderson, a junior from Los Angeles, at 6'1", 160. KJ Garris, freshman from Atlanta, Georgia, is also in. Inbound lobbed into Zay Kerr, who's just checked in for Hawaii. Kerr dribbles to the right side slot, hands off to Finlayson. Trying to get a runner stripped out by Christian Williams. Back out right for Kerr, and he shuffled his pivot foot and is called for a traveling violation. So Kerr turns it over immediately as he comes in. One other sub here for Cal State Fullerton, and that is Bailey Nunn, a junior from Melbourne, Australia, at 6'0", 175. So Williams is the only starter on the floor right now for the Titans, and Hawaii for the first time shows a 2-3 zone with 13 minutes left in the first half. Dribble weave left, one-handed to Christian Williams. Looks to the high post left to Luna. Skip right for Nunn. Will dribble to the top of the arc. Draws help from Kerr. Left wing, Henderson. Back up top, Nunn. And now right wing with 7 on the timer is Garris. Dribbles, jump stop right side of the lane. Turns around with 3. High left side, Henderson with 1. Long range 3 at the wing. Misses off the short iron. Great box out by Rulidev. Pushed DeLuna away. Was able to get the rebound. The other way, Kerr. Cut off at the short corner right. They sling up top, Rulidev to Mamicha to the near wing now to Finlayson. Stops his dribble above the wing. Straight away, Rulidev lobs it in, finds Mamicha. His touch two, no. Tip in, no. Loose ball at the baseline right there to Garris. Pushing ahead is Williams. Williams between the circles, Garris. Guarded by Mamicha. They'll skip across the floor, high side right for Nunn. Now straight away, DeLuna. Dribble handoff left, Garris off the screen for 3. That's off the short iron. DeLuna grabs the offensive rebound and a fresh 20 for Cal State Fullerton. Garris goes baseline on Mamicha. Reverse lay, it goes in to tie it. We're even at 13. It's a 9-0 run now for Cal State Fullerton. Under 12 to go in the first 20. Kerr, far wing, moves it straight away to Erickson off the screen from Rulidev. Now reverses right to Mamicha. Skip pass left goes to Finlayson. Overhead pass straight away Erickson. Around right against this zone to Kerr. His 3 planks off the backboard. Misses. Rebound grabbed by Nunn. Hawaii's gone cold here as of late. Going to one of its last 8. On the other end, shot attempt by Williams. Stripped away by Kerr. Erickson touches to Kerr. He'll go one-on-one against Nunn. Misses the lane, but draws the foul on Nunn. And Isaiah Kerr will head to the free throw line when we come back. We've got 11:27 to play in the first half. It has been so far a half of runs. Hawaii had a 10-0 run. Titans now on a 9-0 run. We're even at 13, 11:27 left in half number 1. You're listening to Hawaii Basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
Enterprise Truck Rental proudly offers local truck and cargo van rental solutions in Hawaii. For more than 2 decades, Enterprise Truck Rental has been helping customers meet their personal and commercial trucking needs across North America. Enterprise is also committed to delivering exceptional service and promoting a safe and reliable experience. With convenient locations on 4 islands, including Oahu, the Big Island, Maui, and Kauai, the Enterprise Truck Rental Ohana is ready to serve you. Interested in learning more? Visit enterprisetrucks.com today.
Hate your popcorn ceilings? Well, Statewide GC and Construction offers a stretch fabric alternative to removing asbestos-infested ceilings that you will love. Don't be burdened with the danger, mess, and time-consuming process of scraping your ceiling. New Walls Fabric can cover it. New Walls Fabric is safe, cost-effective, and stylish. Most jobs are done in less than a week, and there is no move-out. Statewide GC and Construction is the exclusive dealer of New Walls of Hawaii. Go to statewide.hawaii.com or call 808-689-4115 for details.
Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
We've got 11:27 to play in the first half. We are tied at 13 between Hawaii and Cal State Fullerton. Winner goes to the championship game tomorrow night. We'll take on UC Irvine, who won earlier today 93-78 over CSUN in a game that UC Irvine controlled basically from start to finish. They looked as good as they have looked in quite a while. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. You are listening to Hawaii basketball at the Credit Union 1 Big West Men's Basketball Tournament on ESPN Honolulu.
This is ESPN Honolulu, KHKA AM 1500 and K224FR Honolulu, 92.7 FM.
Josh Pacheco, our great crew here at Lee's Family Forum in Henderson, Nevada. Our photo video specialist, Jonathan Salvador. Dave Kawada is here. He's got the women's championship call tomorrow, 11:45 Hawaii time right here on ESPN Honolulu. Right now, Hawaii's in a little bit of a funk. They haven't scored in nearly 4 minutes. So Isaac Johnson re-enters the game. Dre Bullock is back in there, joining Rulidef, Erickson, and Isaiah Kerr, who is at the free throw line. Hawaii has turned it over 3 times. That's the only 3 turnovers in this game. Cal State Fullerton has turned that into 5 points off of turnovers. Kerr's first free throw is in. That breaks the 9-0 run and gives Hawaii a 14-13 lead. Scored 8, had 4 assists in that last meeting against the Titans a couple of weeks ago. Second free throw for Kerr. That spins around the rim and drops. 15-13. Hawaii ahead of Cal State Fullerton. 11:23 here in the turning first half clock. High right side is Joshua Ward. Hawaii back in its 2-3 zone. Gives it to Nunn. Now back left for Ward. Gets it into the post to Luna. Bullock strips the pass away. They're trying to get into the corner. Saved and taken out of the air by Hunter Erickson. First Cal State Fullerton turnover. Johnson driving on to Luna. Leaning in. Stopped at the post. Turns. Goes up. Difficult too. Off the rim. No. Second chance. Reverse. Stripped out of his hands and taken away by Cal State Fullerton. DeLuna hung in there as Johnson was trying to take him off the bounce. Nunn. Left wing now straight away for Garris. Bullock overplayed the pass to Ward. He'll skip left. Nunn. High arcing 3. That's short. Offensive rebound tipped out. It's in Erickson's hands. Jaden Henderson couldn't control it. He was in great position for it for Cal State Fullerton. Erickson, the lob inside. And Johnson, the 2-hand stop. Great lob underneath. And Johnson, the finish. 17-13 Hawaii, 10-25 here in the first 20. Driving right side is Henderson. Stops at the short corner. Lost his dribble. Really Neff's on his back. He'll float it to Ward at the near side wing. Back up top to Luna. They've got 11 to shoot. Hands to Nunn. Chest pass near side. Ward penetrates middle of the lane against Erickson. Leans in on him. Draws the contact and draws the foul. That's going to be the first on Erickson. That's the first foul on Hawaii in general here in this half. Cal State Fullerton's already committed 4. As Jefferson, De La Cruz, Monegro re-enters. They're actually going to say that foul was before the shot. So it was on the lean when Ward was leaning in against the contact before he put it up. Entry pass, left wing 3. That's too strong from KJ Garris. Open off the baseline inbounds play, and Bullock got the rebound. 10 minutes to go first half. Hawaii leading 17-13. And really, Neff throws the ball away. He was looking for Finlinson at the near wing, and Finlinson kind of overran his spot. And really, Neff looked at him and said, "You need to be here." He wasn't. That's another Hawaii giveaway. It's 4th here of the half. 4-point lead for Hawaii, staying in its 2-3 zone. Ward high right, gets it to Luna, pick, chest pass left to Nunn. Into the corner, shot fake from Garris, penetrates. Garris leaning in the paint, difficult to over Rulidef, clanks off the back rim twice, misses. Johnson has the rebound. Cal State Fullerton all of a sudden has got in a little bit of a drought. This has been a game of streaks here between these two sides. Chest pass left, Bullock wide open, won't take the three, instead bounces it right at the three-point line. Johnson trying to take DeLuna off the dribble, can't do it. Moves it back to Ruley F between the circles. Finlinson reverses course left, now playing around the dribble, tinkers with it, gives it to Bullock. 5 on the timer. Bullock twists on Nunn, floats up a tough two right in the paint. No, rebound ripped away and won by Garris. And he'll get the outlet to Ward, middle of the floor. Pushes left, De La Cruz Monegro. Back out for Garris. Finds Ward, top of the yard. Moves it right for Nunn. Nunn underhands it left to Garris. Now into the corner, DeLuna. And he'll kind of move some pieces around as he hands it to Garris. Garris driving on Kerr. Cut off. Out up top to Ward. Drives by Rulidev. Ward, extra pass baseline. DeLuna, 17-footer right. That's in and out. Bullock has the rebound. That drought continues for Cal State Fullerton. 8:40 left in the half. Hawaii's got a 4-point advantage. Kerr twists on Ward, draws help from Nunn, hands it to Bullock. High left to Finlinson, and slings it left to Rulidev. Back to Finlinson, now just right of center. Johnson fires for three. Clanks off the right rim. Another rebound for Ward. He'll push it up himself. Ward left of the lane, drives, Euro step. His two, no, but Johnson made contact with him. He, as usual, argues the call. But it was clear contact, and Johnson picks up his first foul. And that will send Joshua Ward to the free throw line, where he will shoot a pair. Cal State Fullerton from the free throw line is 71.7% free throw shooting team. Ward 75.8% in his own. First one, off the back iron, misses. More subs, Ruley, F, and Johnson out. You see Gidis Namiksha back in. So has Yassine Toomey for the first time. The grad student from France at 6'10", 200 pounds. Bunch more subs for Cal State Fullerton. Christian Williams is back in there. Landon Seaman is back in as well. Ward second, off the back rim, that misses. Rebound taken by Bullock. That's already his fourth here with 8:14 left in the half. Erickson, chest pass left wing, Bullock. Steps back, angle left three. Misses badly off the backboard and the back rim. And racing ahead comes Williams. Trying to get by Finlinson, lost the basketball. Erickson's on the run. 3-on-3, waits for his trailer. Will float it for Toomey, finds him, backs in, drop step two. Will they count it? No, they're going to call an offensive foul. They're going to say on the drop step, he kind of lowered his shoulder into the defender. That's where the contact came. They're going to wave off the basket. Foul's on Toomey, his first, and that will lead us to a stoppage. 7:55 here left in half number one. Hawaii 17, Cal State Fullerton 13. This is Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
Here's the dream. Keep doing what you love. What drives you? What's your passion? Whether you're catching waves, climbing mountains, or playing with the grandkids, the choices you make now can help you keep living your life your way. At Hawaii Pacific Health, we're here to help you live healthier with preventive care and a personalized approach. Learn more at hawaiipacifichealth.org/healthierlife.
At Dow Electric Supply, we're your local-based company with your needs in mind. We see the light in Hawaii, and rest assured, we are with you all the way. Our sales counter and will call are here to serve Hawaii's electricians, developers, utility companies, businesses, and homeowners. The Dial Lighting Gallery showroom is open by appointment only. Go online to www.dialelectricsupply.com. Open weekdays from 7 to 3. At Dial Electric Supply, we see the light.
This is the Credit Union One Big West Men's Basketball Championships on ESPN Honolulu.
7:55 left here in half number one. It's 17-13. Hawaii leading Cal State Fullerton. Hawaii basketball at the Credit Union One Big West Men's Basketball Tournament, brought to you by the Hawaii Iron Workers Union Local 625. Leading scorers so far, 5 points for Dre Bullock, 5 for Isaac Johnson for the University of Hawaii, 3 for Christian Williams, leading Cal State Fullerton. Both of these teams not shooting well. The Titans in particular, 1 of 8 from outside the three-point quarter, 6 of 18 overall. Hawaii 5 of 18 from outside the three-point, from the field, I should say. 2 of 9 from three-point range. Quick update, Hawaii baseball going on right now at Long Beach State. They're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Hawaii has an 11-1 lead on Long Beach State. So the Bows are 6 outs away from picking up their first win in conference play. And if you're wondering about softball, that got postponed because campus is closed. They tried to play a game yesterday, but because the weather got so bad, they couldn't make it through the 4th inning, so they had to suspend the game. They're going to try to continue it Sunday and try to get as much of the series as they can in on Sunday. We are thinking about our friends back home. We just got an alert here from the National Weather Service that the flood advisory has been extended now till 9:30 tonight, or flash flood warning until 9:30 tonight, with additional heavy showers expected late into the evening. So, however you are taking us in, whether on the radio, on the ESPN Honolulu app, or on ESPNHonolulu.com, we hope you're doing so safely tonight. Hawaii will put up a 2-2-1 full court press here on the inbound for Cal State Fullerton. Ward throws it across midcourt, finds Landon Seaman, pushes his dribble inside the arc left, finds Cofield, and back out to Cal State Fullerton's leading scorer, Ward. Gets a screen from Seaman, bounce pass near side wing to Williams, back around the perimeter, Ward above the left wing, Cofield back to Ward straight away, pushes high post right, Seaman squares on Toomey. Seaman pushes his dribble in, Bullock strips it away, gets the steal. Bullock's got a 2-on-2, tries to drive right, ran out of real estate, but somehow found Toomey, and then Toomey didn't know what to do with it as he was caught underneath the rim, and he was called for a traveling violation. Between those two, sometimes you have to know when to settle down. And they just didn't do it there. That Hawaii turnover, it's 6th here in the half. 7:17 here in the half. High post left, Williams moves it to the corner. And De La Cruz Monegro back out to Williams. His three at the wing, good. The second three for the Titans here in the half, who get within one. 17-16 Hawaii. 7:04 here to turning first half clock. Finlinson moves it high right of center to Bullock. Back to Finlinson, left wing three, that's good! And he got hit on the arm. He'll have a chance for a 4-point play. They ran that kind of flare screen for Finlinson. After he passed it right, they used a post player up top to screen the defender off to the side, which allowed Finlinson to float back below the wing. He got the three, he got the contact, knocked it down. And the chance for the 4-point conversion. Free throw up. It is in. Hawaii's lead now 5. 21-16. 6:57 here in half number 1. That three brought to you by Dial Electric Supply. They see the light. Left corner, De La Cruz Monegro. Pressured by Namicha. He drives. Dishes out last minute up top for Cofield. Crossover on Bullock. Lost it on his way toward the paint. Taken by Erickson. Bullock the other way. 1-on-2, floating two, no. Tipped by Toomey, no. Loose ball falls right into the chest of Seaman. Again, Hawaii did not have the numbers, and Bullock tried to force the issue for the second consecutive time off a turnover. Right side away, Cofield penetrates on Finlinson. Lost his balance on the floor, and he slipped. He's called for a traveling violation. We've seen a little bit of slippage, actually, on the right side of the floor on Cal State Fullerton's side. Just happens to be a coincidence. Harry Ruledeff is back in. So is Zay Kerr. Isaac Johnson is Bullock and Toomey and Demetra leave. Bailey Nunn is back in for Cal State Fullerton. Inbound goes in to Hunter Erickson. Get across midcourt. Nunn can't keep him from doing so. Floats his pass top of the arc. Johnson flares it back right to Erickson. Guarded by Garris. Looks inside, low block. Johnson leaning in, turns, tries to fade on Seaman, who stripped it away, and the loose ball grabbed by De La Cruz Monegro. Finds Seaman trailing the play, one hands it top of the arc, Williams, moves it to the near side, De La Cruz Monegro, drives on Finlinson, kicks left, Seaman for three, that's off the back iron, long rebound picked up by Garris, and back out to Nunn. 15 to shoot, Seaman, hands to the wing, De La Cruz Monegro, drives, tries to go reverse, there's contact on his way down, and this will be a Hawaii foul. See who they give this to. It might be Ruledeff. And it is. First foul on the Hawaii captain. He just tried to take it right at the baseline and ran right out of real estate, but there was enough contact that forced a little bit of a push That gave the official a reason at the baseline to call the foul. Inbound right side corner goes to Garris, brings it back out to Seaman. Seaman dribble handoff to De La Cruz Monegro. Stumbling is Finlayson at the free throw line. Jumper from De La Cruz Monegro 15 feet away, misses off the back iron, and Finlayson happened to be right there, is able to grab the rebound. Titans one of their last 8 from the floor. He passed a little low to the floor. Ruledev has it, high right, moves it across left to Johnson, now near wing to Hunter Erickson, who had the ball stripped away and taken by Williams. Both teams now getting very sloppy. Nunn fakes for 3 left. He drives, stops at the low post, Drew the help. Up top, Garris, 3. Way off the mark off the left side. Just a clunker of a shot, and Hawaii's just going to settle it down here. 5 minutes left in the half. This is not pretty basketball here in the last couple of minutes. Finlayson, high right is center to Kerr. They run that flare back to Finlayson left. He drives, 2 off the glass. It goes in right around De La Cruz Monegro. 23-16, 7-point advantage for Hawaii, 4:43 left in the half. Seaman, top of the arc, eases his dribble, hands off to Nunn. Steps back, straight away, moves it left wing, Garris. Now they'll bounce it to Seaman, 14 feet away at the baseline. Backs in on Johnson, turns, lost it out of bounds. It was not touched by Johnson. Seaman just happened to have it slip out of his hands. Another Cal State Fullerton turnover. That's now 6, in the last 7.5 minutes. They hadn't had a turnover in the first, 4 minutes plus. Erickson draws a double team. Johnson straight on 3. Planks it off the back iron. Rebound Kerr. Johnson will drive left of the lane. It clears. Gets his lane to go. You got to respect the 3 enough that off the offensive rebound, the lane parted for him. He could take the easy 2 instead. 9-point lead for Hawaii. 4:04 to go in the half. Seaman had the ball stripped out of his hands by Johnson. Out of bounds, far sideline. It stays with the Titans. 20 to shoot. 4:03 on the game clock. Isaac Johnson, 6 points so far. 3 rebounds. He'll come out. Yassine Toomey will enter for him. Hawaii wants to conserve as much of Isaac Johnson in the critical minutes as they can. Inbound goes into Williams. 7-on-7, Williams against Kerr. Hands off to Nunn. Now dribble weave right. Garris around the perimeter, far side of the floor. Williams off a Seaman pick. Williams stopped at the elbow, moves it out to Seaman, twisting around against Toomey, leaning in middle of the paint, now turns, leans, tries to go up and under, twisting, pivoting, 2, way off the mark, too strong, didn't get the iron. And the rebound picked up by Ruledev. Titans are cold right now. They have missed 9 of their last 10 shots. Toomey, top of the key, drives left on Seaman, dishes across the lane right. Kerr gets the lay in to go. Hawaii's got its largest lead right now of 9, and a timeout is called by Cal State Fullerton. The Bows are on a 10-0 run. The lead has swelled. I said 9. It is 11. 27-16, 3:25 left in the half. You are listening to Hawaii Basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
Hardware Hawaii. Customer first in Kailua.
Hi, this is Eddie. I'm the lead lumber for Hardware Hawaii, Kailua. I like helping customers find what they need. It's not like another stranger just shopping here. My customers are like my friends, and then I just help them out, and I feel good, and it just makes my day. We're out here in the lumberyard ready to serve you.
Hardware Hawaii. Customer first in Kailua.
Since 1940, the Hawaii Ironworkers Union Local 625 has been servicing and supporting our local sports community. As members, they would like to wish all the student athletes a successful and memorable sports season. Hawaii Ironworkers Union Local 625, where steel is real.
Coming up Monday, the brackets are out. I will give my reaction to the brackets. Hopefully we'll see the University of Hawaii mentioned and listed, but a lot to talk about regarding college basketball.
Gary Dickman, weekday mornings 5 to 7 a.m. on ESPN Honolulu. Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
3:25 left here in the first 20. It's Hawaii 27. Cal State Fullerton 16. Coming up at the half, we'll go through the entire Big West Conference scoreboard. The women's final is set for tomorrow. We've got one more ticket to punch for the men's final. We'll tell you how it has all happened coming up at the half. Cal State Fullerton, 7 of 23 from the floor. And one of the things that's a big difference from 2 weeks ago to now, remember, Cal State Fullerton has done a pretty decent job against Hawaii on the glass. Hawaii right now, 21-13 in rebounds, 7-3 in the offensive glass. Second chance points, Hawaii is ahead 7-4. And one of the best qualities about Hawaii when you think about rebounding, because the Bows don't have a dominant rebounder, Dre Bullock and Isaac Johnson are tied for the team lead in rebounds, each with 5.8. There's no one standout. But the one thing that Hawaii has done very well all year, they are a good team rebounding unit. Everybody gets in there, and we've seen Finlinson get in and grab rebounds. He's got 3. Bullock and Demiksha are Hawaii's leading rebounders. Each have 4. That is one of the reasons why Hawaii, for most of the year, was one of the best rebounders in the Big West Conference. That has since changed. Hawaii's now second in rebounding margin. They were first for most of the year, and they no longer win the rebounding lead in the conference. But tonight, so far, when it matters, Hawaii has been very, very good on the glass. You see Toomey and Kendrick DeLuna having a friendly word right there at the low block as Cal State Fullerton inbounds it in. They go from left to right on your device. Nunn wasn't ready for the basketball. He's able to catch it high left. They go across up top to Williams. Now near side, Jefferson De La Cruz Monegro. They move it back to the far side of the floor. Nunn. Near side, De La Cruz Monegro. Now right wing, Williams. Hawaii staying in its 2-3 zone. Bounce pass out of the reach of Garris. Taken away by Toomey, who was able to get it off the floor. And yet another Cal State Fullerton giveaway. They have played some sloppy basketball here in the last 6-7 minutes. Erickson dribbling left angle to the near wing, and Finlinson off the screen for 3. That's off the right rim. DeLuna comes up with the rebound. He wants to push it up himself. Underhands it right to Williams. Now left slot, Nunn. Driving baseline left, floating 2. That rolls in for KJ Garris. Just took it right into the teeth of the defense and was able to put it in to break what was a Hawaii 10-0 run. 27-18 Bows. 2:30 left in the half. Toomey looking straight away around left to Finlinson. Finlinson makes his pass up top. Now back to Erickson. They'll skip it right side. Free throw line extended to Kerr. Hands it to Toomey. 10 to shoot. Toomey now top of the arc. Rulinek clears away Finlinson. Hands to Kerr with 5. Kerr will get in the lane. Drives between 2 defenders. Hands off to Finlinson. Misses the 2. Shot clock expiring. Kerr, right wing, misses the 2 from 15 feet. None of the first 2 opportunities had hit the rim. Pushing ahead, Nunn to the left corner. Garris, 3. Short. And the rebound right in the lap of Harry Rulinek. Under 2 to go in the first. 27-18, Hawaii ahead. Erickson, dribble handoff to Kerr. Now top of the arc, Finlinson. Around left to Rulinek. Now high left of center, Finlinson. Inside the arc, Toomey. Nice find to a flashing Rulinek. Cutting and slashing right through the defense. 29-18, Hawaii by 11. 92 ticks left in the first half. DeLuna fakes the dribble handoff, underhands it right side slot. De La Cruz Monegro to the wing. Nunn, high arcing 3 is good for the Aussie. Makes it 29-21 with 1:20 left in the half. Nunn scored 11 off the bench in that last meeting against Hawaii. He has been a critical shooting threat off the bench. Really left between the big rings, hands off to Erickson, leaning in on Nunn. Draws the contact on the dribble drive attempt. Nunn's second foul. That's the first foul against Cal State Fullerton, I believe, in about 13 minutes. Actually, no, I take that back. That's the 16th foul. They just changed it on the board. But I think that's 2 fouls in the last 13 minutes. The Titans have played fairly clean. The problem is, offensively, they weren't playing very clean. Finlinson to inbound. Sideline in front of us. Gets it into Erickson. 18 to shoot, 1:05 on the game clock. Erickson slings his pass high side right, the elbow to Rulinek. Now up top, Johnson. 3 off the back rim, misses. Finlinson grabs the rebound right wing. Finds Bullock driving right of the lane, and he's going to be called for an offensive foul for extending the off arm. And to be honest with you, Dre Bullock's done a little too much here in this game that he doesn't need to. He's had a couple of turnovers in transition where he's tried to play a little too fast for the need of the game, and then there, trying to knife his way through, extended out the off arm. That's an easy call for the official to make on the offensive. 50 seconds left in the half. Ward is back in there, finds Nunn above the right wing. He'll penetrate on Erickson. Bounce pass to the baseline, DeLuna. Extra pass left corner, Henderson. Gives it back to DeLuna. Now out high left side for Ward. 12 on the timer. Ward stripped away, recovers it back. Throws it out to Nunn between the rings. Timer down to 6. Nunn drives and kicks left wing. Ward, quick trigger 3. That's off the short iron. Rebound tipped out to Finlayson. Shot clock is off. Let's see what Hawaii wants to do. They're going to get it across midcourt, and Hawaii will use its use it or lose it timeout with 19.7 left in the half. And Eran Ganot's going to use this opportunity to talk to Antonio Perry, the official, and ask him about that call on Dre Bullock on the other end. I mean, again, from this vantage point, it was a clear extension of the off arm. Sometimes officials will let that play if it doesn't really make a difference. But in this case, it was kind of clear that that extension did create a difference on that drive, and the official had no choice to call it. So let's reset here this possession. 19.7 on the game clock. Shot clock is out. And Hawaii will take a lead into the locker room. The question is by how much? Isaac Johnson is back in the game. Hawaii will have actually its entire starting 5. Johnson, Bullock, Ruledeff, Erickson, Finlayson. Darren White, the official, saying, hey, it's a 30-second timeout. Why are you guys taking your time getting back on the floor? Bullock to inbound it in. Throws it in, finds Erickson far sideline. Angle is dribbled toward the middle of the court. Timer down to 12. Hard dribble to the three-point line left. Gets it to Ruledeff. Shot fake. He'll twist in the paint. Leaning. Ruledeff looking. Forces up a left-handed 2 off the left rim. No. Ball goes out of bounds. Who touched it last? Hawaii did. If that is the shot out of that timeout, that is not a possession that Hawaii could be proud of at all. Inbound to Ward with 1 second. Ward won't even get a shot away. That 14-footer came out of his hands after the horn sounded. This was 20 minutes of who could make the least amount of mistakes. After you had Hawaii go on a 10-0 run, Cal State Fullerton countered with a run of its own, Hawaii countered with a run right back. But turnovers really plagued the last portion of the first half. Both of these teams shooting barely above 30% in the first 20 minutes. Most importantly, however, Hawaii has weathered all of that. And the Bows hold a 29-21 lead here at half. We'll come back with more here in just a moment. You're listening to Hawaii Basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
Aloha, UH football fans. Join us on April 14th for the 32nd annual Nakoa Ed Wong Memorial Brotherhood Grinds Golf Tournament. We'll have great Nakoa swag, including rangefinders, polos, and jackets for each golfer. Outstanding grinds and killer prizes. Support our UH football team and the Brotherhood Grinds by signing up your team today. For more information, see the events tab at nakoa.org. Go Bows!
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Calling all LEGO enthusiasts. Bishop Museum is excited to open its original exhibition, Aloha Bricks 26 Stories of Hawaii. Explore LEGO-inspired creations by Hawaii middle schoolers, the Hawaii LEGO Users Group, and local makers as they share cultural, legendary, and uniquely local builds. Discover mini models of landmarks like Iolani Palace, oversized sculptures of endemic species like the Kamehameha butterfly, and even a 12-foot wave. Plus, design your own masterpiece in the free play zone. The exhibit opens Saturday, March 14th. Get your tickets early.
Are you collecting sports cards as an investment or a hobby?
Tune into the Sports Cards and Collectibles Show with me, Darren Kimura, every Tuesday at 6 p.m. I'll bring the latest news in sports cards and memorabilia, what's trending, the latest in Pokemon. Check out upcoming releases and grading services, plus exclusive interviews and your calls.
Sponsored by Papa John's Pizza Hawaii, Fairway Independent Mortgage, Rising Phoenix JC's, and Nakoa Football Booster Club.
When pain gets in the way of everyday life, it affects more than how you move. It changes how you show up for your family and your life. At Queens Orthopedics and Spine, patients receive nationally recognized care and advanced treatments to help them recover faster with better outcomes. So you can enjoy morning walks, get back in the game, and move comfortably again. Because at Queens, recovery is about more than healing. It's about getting back to life. Learn more at queens.org/ortho.
This is the Credit Union One Big West Men's Basketball Championships on ESPN Honolulu.
We are back here in Henderson. It's a 29-21 Hawaii basketball lead on Cal State Fullerton here at the break. The winner gets UC Irvine coming up tomorrow, 4 o'clock tip. 3:30 would be the broadcast time for us, of course. So if we make it there, there's still a lot of basketball to play and a lot to clean up. We'll talk about that coming up in a little bit with our halftime adjustments. Let's go through the Big West Conference scoreboard today here at the Credit Union One Big West Basketball Championships. UC Irvine, really from start to finish, played solid basketball against CSUN. For all those people that say it's hard to beat a team 3 times, well, UC Irvine did that. 93-78. The Anteaters defeat CSUN despite 26 from Josiah Davis with 8 assists and 5 rebounds. Larry Hughes II, who's the team's leading scorer, 2 points, only took 3 shots. He was 0 for 3. Joshua Ogaro had 22 points. James Evans Jr. scored 17 with 5 threes off the bench. But UC Irvine, Darren Saran, 23 and 9 with 5 assists. 18 for Jurian Dixon with 5 rebounds, 7 assists. 15 for Kyle Evans with 8 rebounds, and 12 off the bench for Andre Henry. They had 20 assists on 33 made baskets, and they dominated CSUN on the boards 44-26. So the winner of this game will get UC Irvine coming up tomorrow. Hawaii, if they get them, it would be the rubber match, which is always fun. Remember, Hawaii won the game at home, lost the one in Irvine, lost it in overtime. On the women's side earlier today, it was Hawaii who, for the second consecutive day, needed overtime, but they were able to get by UC Irvine 67-63. Bailey Flevel was incredible, had that 3 that tied the game with seconds left in regulation, helped send it to overtime where Hawaii would kind of push away, outscoring the Anteaters 7-3. The Anteaters did not score for the final 3:25 of the game and missed their last 5 shots. Flevel, 13.6 rebounds, 11 for Imani Perez with 4 boards and 3 assists. Sanaya Neverson scored 10 points and grabbed 7 rebounds. And they did all of this in spite of Hunter Hernandez, who scored 33 points, grabbed 8 rebounds, hit 4 threes, and went 13 of 14 from the free throw line. Hernandez at times was unconscious, but still Hawaii was able to get the job done with an outstanding team effort to move on to the final. They will take on UC San Diego, the team that won the Big West last year. They really kind of held UC Davis away the entirety of the game. Final score there, 84-79. So Hawaii and the Tritons to play for the women's title coming up tomorrow. Our coverage begins at 11:45 right here on ESPN Honolulu. In the win for UC San Diego, 21 for Sabrina Ma to go along with 4 threes, 19 for Michaela Rose with 6 rebounds and 4 assists, 16 for Lev Fabian off the bench, knocked down a couple of threes, 14 for Maxey with 6 rebounds, and 4 dimes. So that's the Big West Conference scoreboard as it sits right now. Your score in this game, Hawaii 29 and Cal State Fullerton 21. Second half adjustments when we return. You're listening to Hawaii Basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
When you got the hungries, go to Young's Fish Market in Honolulu. Young's Fish Market is your headquarters for an extensive menu full of local favorites. Get the Lau Lau plate, Kalua pig, or the beef stew. How about tripe stew, pipi kaula, lomi salmon, and squid luau. Get 10% off for Military Monday, Senior Tuesdays 60 and over, or every day for EMS, law enforcement, and firefighters. Just show your ID. Visit youngsfishmarket.com, home of the famous Wow Lao Lao.
Spring is here. Time to grow. Grab your yard and landscaping favorites during City Mills Spring Garden Sale. Enjoy 20% off pavers, 30% off ceramic and resin pottery, and 10% off plant foods and fertilizers. From watering and irrigation to lawn tools, we've got all the essentials. Hurry! The Spring Garden Sale ends April 7th. Need something? Try check City Mill.
5 seconds to Sharp, top of the key, lost the dribble. He's got to pick it up. It's scooped up by Condon. Condon secures it, and Florida found a way. From 12 down to the school's third national championship in men's basketball.
It was an epic come-from-behind win for the Florida Gators in last year's men's title game. Find out who will claim this year's titles with Westwood One's exclusive coverage of the NCAA men's and women's tournaments right here.
O'Reilly. Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Have you been to Midas Hawaii?
Aloha, this is Tim, General Manager for Midas Hawaii. Here to introduce our unprecedented lifetime warranty on tires for the life of the tire. Our current synthetic oil change special is $89.99. That includes a free tire rotation, visual brake check, and battery check. We'll even look at your filters, fluids, belts, and hoses. Call any of our 10 Midas locations for more details. Our shops are 100% locally owned and operated by the Pereira family since 1977. We really are your destination for total car care. Brakes, tires, maintenance, safety checks available at all locations. We tell you what needs fixing now and what can wait. Visit MidasHawaii.com for an appointment or just stop by. Can't wait to see you. And remember, it always pays to have the Midas touch.
You came for this, we do that. So we might as well.
Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
(29-21). It is Hawaii ahead of Cal State Fullerton. 4:02 left here in halftime. Our second half adjustments. What needs to be done to improve in the second half? What can Hawaii build on? It's brought to you by Statewide GC and Construction. Go to statewide.com for more info on Nova Wall and Clipso Stretch Fabrics. The turnovers are an obvious one. Hawaii's got to cut down on that. 8 turnovers. Cal State Fullerton has scored 8 points off of those turnovers, and Hawaii's got to settle down. Hawaii has the lead. They've got the 8-point advantage. Hawaii does not need to force the issue here in the final 20 minutes. Winner moves to the championship game. Right now, Hawaii's in the driver's seat. 29-21 advantage on Cal State Fullerton. The second half when we come back. This is Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
Guys, did you know your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED? And right now, Revive Men's Health Honolulu will check your testosterone for free. They've helped thousands of men since 2011 feel and perform better. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Schedule your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation today. Call 808-529-0000. That's 808-529-0000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Ted, I understand you have a brand new showroom 50 feet from your original location in the Waimalu Plaza?
We doubled our showroom size, and it looks spectacular. We now inventory more wedding rings, wedding bands, fashion jewelry, and loose diamonds. By being centrally located, we are now 25 minutes away from Kaneohe, Kailua, Mililani, Ewa Beach, Kapolei, and in town.
Pacific Diamond Wedding Rings, Hawaii's diamond experts and Hawaii's only gem cutter. On the web at pacificdiamond.us.
Aloha, UH football fans. Join us on April 14th for the 32nd annual Nakoa Ed Wong Memorial Brotherhood Grinds Golf Tournament. We'll have great Nakoa swag, including rangefinders, polos, and jackets for each golfer, outstanding grinds, and killer prizes. Support our UH football team and the Brotherhood Grinds by signing up your team today. For more information, see the events tab at nakoa.org. Go Bows!
DQ presents the Spicy Menu. For a limited time, try the new Flamethrower Chicken Strip Basket for $6.99 with spicy, bold strips that heat you up. Served with a side of famous DQ soft serve as a dip to cool you down. That's right, dip those spicy chicken strips right into soft serve, plus fries and toast, all for just $6.99. And add a new pineapple lemonade sparkler or cooler made with tahini. It's the limited time only Spicy Menu. Get it delivered in the DQ app. Happy, tastes good. Participation may vary.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, what you doing in the tree?
Oh, then I installed this photovoltaic on the roof. Then the ladder fell. Bro, I had to go bathroom, so I tried climbing down this tree. Now I stuck.
I don't think that's what they meant by go green.
Yeah, brother. Just help me get down.
If you want your PV system installed right, call a unionized electrical contractor today at 847-5341.
IBEW, local 1186, lighting your path to the future.
This is the Credit Union One Big West Men's Basketball Championships on ESPN Honolulu.
Hawaii 29, Cal State Fullerton 21. About to get the second half started here in just a moment. Want to remind you, once again, we've got tickets to punch to March Madness. We'll punch one of the Big West tomorrow, but we've got other tickets tomorrow that we're going to punch. We've got the America East Championship coming up tomorrow morning, very early, 4:45 in the morning, and then the SEC Tournament semifinals tomorrow on the new 1420 Hawaii's News and Sports. Coverage beginning at 6:45. It will be Cal State Fullerton basketball going from right to left here to start the second half. With Williams, got Ward, Seaman, Dela Cruz, Monegro. Ward's got it, going baseline, long two off the right rim, misses. We got a loose ball foul that's going to be called on Finlinson, trying to get the box out. Bryce Cofield is also on the floor. Inbound thrown in right side wing. It goes to Dela Cruz. Monegro gets to the baseline, throws it out high right for Seaman. Dribbling left of the lane, leaning, twisting, up for two. Right over Rulidef and in. And it's the Titans who get the first points here of the second half, trailing 29-23. 19:34 to go in the second half. Erickson draws a double team at the high slot, moves it left above the wing to Rulidef. Now free throw line extended for Finlinson. Dribbles toward the top of the key. Moves it right to Bullock. They'll lob it to the low block Johnson. Backs it on Seaman. Turns. Stripped from behind, but a foul going to be called. That's going to go on Williams. His first. And it'll be a baseline inbound here for Erickson. Inbound goes into Johnson, just below the elbow right. Will back in on his man, turns, no look pass left corner. Erickson drives by his man, gets to the rim, gets the lay-in right around Seaman. 31-23, Hawaii just about a minute into the second half. Seaman dribbling right side of the lane, gets it to the right corner, tries to penetrate this De La Cruz Monegro, kicks it out high right, long three, Seaman no good, rebound taken by Rulidev. And Hawaii will slow it down. Near side, Erickson gets to the wing, draws help. Out up top, Johnson fires for three. Misses off the left rim. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Cal State Fullerton. Far sideline. We'll stay with Hawaii. We'll have a fresh 20 on the shot clock. 18:37 on the game clock. Inbound goes in to Erickson. Picked up man defense this time from Williams. Erickson off the screen. Up top to Rulidev. Open three off the back iron. Rebound picked up by Cofield. He'll look to push. Cofield right in the lane. Drives and is held. I think they will say this is before the shot. Foul's going to go on Finlinson. That is his first. And inbound coming from Ward. Throws it in right baseline. Cofield. Finlinson is right on him. Trying to lean in on him. Stops, draws, help. Near side wing. Here's a three. That's good. Those De La Cruz Monegro trying to take it into the post. Skipped it to Cofield at the wing. He knocks down the three. Just the 4-3 for Cal State Fullerton tonight. Trailing by 5. 31-26. And Erickson loses the basketball in the front court. And he fouls Williams on the lane attempt. Then a chance for a three-point play. An untimely turnover on Erickson just in the open floor. One-on-one in the open floor. And the turnover leads to the basket and the harm. That's a nice strip by Williams. Just picked his pocket. And his free throw's good. All of a sudden, Cal State Fullerton's within 2. 31-29, 17:58 to play. Erickson finds Rulidev top of the arc around the perimeter left wing for Dre Bullock. Bullock has had a quiet first half. So Finlinson angle left, leaning in on Ward. Now around right to Erickson to the baseline, Rulidev. Now one-on-one with his man. Kicks out up top, Johnson. Crossover dribble on Seaman. Johnson drives. High arcing lay and misses off the backboard. Rebound grab by Cofield. Chance to tie for Cal State Fullerton with 17.5 to go in the second 20. Ward toward the baseline. Seaman leaning in on Johnson. Hesitates. Goes up right around him. Spins it off the backboard. Misses short. Hawaii's got a 5-on-4 the other way. Bullock driving left of the lane. Floats it up for Johnson. And a foul going to be called. The pass was a little bit low, but there was contact with Johnson trying to catch the pass out of the air. They're going to give the foul to De La Cruz Monegro, his first. But again, that's one of those where there's miscommunication. I don't know if Bullock was thinking there was a lob for an alley-oop, but it didn't happen that way. Finlinson spins in the lane off the inbound. Blocked on the way up, gets the ball back, puts it in. Right inside the low post left. 33-29, Hawaii, 17:05 to go. Ward gets by his defender, drives in the lane. Bullock hangs to try to block the shot. But he had contact, not necessarily up top, but he had contact a little bit low. Dre picks up his second foul. And right back to the free throw line goes Cal State Fullerton. Joshua Ward scored 16 the last time these two teams met, with a season-high 8 assists. First free throw of 2 is good. Makes it 33-30. Transfer from a Division II school, Palm Atlantic University in West Palm Beach, Florida. Now, I don't know what's going on here with Dre Bullock and Harry Rulidev. There's some talking going on with, I think that's Cofield right in the middle. Matthew Rukeson, the official, says, guys, don't need that right now. Ward's second free throw, good. 33-31. Hawaii ahead with 17:03 to go. It was an 8-point advantage for Hawaii at the break. That has nearly collapsed. Erickson high right side, dribbles to the wing, draws the double team, in trouble, lost it out of bounds. Erickson saying that was deflected out. I wonder if Hawaii is going to look at a potential for a review, and I think the answer is no. I'm looking at them, look at the video monitors near the bench, and immediately there is one staffer who shook his head and said, no, we shouldn't review it. Another Hawaii turnover here in the second half. That's the second by Erickson in this half alone. 33-31, 16:40 to go. Ward gets in the paint, dishes left side wing. Williams steps back, angle three for the lead. It's good. And the Titans are ahead for the first time in a long time. 34-33, Titans, 16:25 to go. Hawaii now reeling, having to play from behind. And been having trouble taking care of the basketball. Rulev top of the arc with Seaman on him to the angle right. Erickson spins off his defender, has the mismatch with Seaman. Moves it around left to Bullock. They'll lob it into Rulev. He has it around three defenders. Turns, goes up for two. Drops it in off the back iron, and he's fouled. Chance for the three-point play for Harry Rulev. And Hawaii takes the lead right back. 35-34. First foul on Seaman. Rulev now with 6 points. Make it 7 as that free throw planks in off the front iron. 36-34. Titans quickly into the front court. Ward, high right of center. One hands his pass far wing to Williams. He'll take another three and knocks it down. 2 in a row from the freshman Christian Williams. Titans are back ahead. 37-36 with 15:49 to play. Bullock gets to the center of the floor. Crossover dribble, lost it against Williams. Now leads it on him, gets by, and gets the two-hand jam. A little perseverance off the bounce. Was able to get right by as Williams was slowed down. 38-37, Hawaii 15-32 to play. They touch it to the corner. Ward, three right wing misses. Loose ball grabbed by Rulev. And he'll get the quick outlet to Erickson near side. Picked up by his man. Erickson, three off the bounce, off the back rim. Rulev fighting for the rebound. Has it against two defenders. Gets it ripped out of his hands. No whistle. Racing ahead goes Ward. One-on-one with Bullock. Ball comes out to the near side. Out of bounds. Last touch by Hawaii. A little slow out the gate for the Rainbow Warriors here in the second half. But Hawaii does hold a 1-point advantage. 38-37, 15-12 to go. This is Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
Superheroes are everywhere, and you'll find these everyday heroes at 535 Plumbing LLC.
My superhero fixed my overflowing toilet fast and effectively. He explained the problem and took care of everything.
If you need a superhero, call 535 Plumbing for drain cleaning, faucet installs, pipe repair, water heater replacement, new flow pipe relining, repiping, and new construction. Look to 535 Plumbing, everyday superheroes with 24-hour emergency service and repair. Go to 535plumbing.com today.
Since 1940, the Hawaii Ironworkers Union Local 625 has been servicing and supporting our local sports community. As members, they would like to wish all the student athletes a successful and memorable sports season. Hawaii Ironworkers Union Local 625, where steel is real.
Monday on Let's Talk Sports, we recap the Big West basketball tournament.
And I'm going to wear shoes to the show.
What?
Dancing shoes.
Tune in starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Honolulu, Hawaii's sports leader. Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
$15-12 left. Hawaii hanging on to a 1-point lead. 38-37 on Cal State Fullerton. The Titans, who hit 3 threes in the first 20 minutes, they've knocked down 3 here in the first 4 minutes plus of the second half. Hawaii has gone 0 for 3 on the other end. Offense has not been a strength of either of these teams here in this game so far. The Bows shooting 34.1%. Cal State Fullerton 37.8%. But the turnover number a little enlarged here. Hunter Erickson, who has been criticized by a lot of people for the high amount of turnovers he had in previous weeks, and improved on that in the last week or so. Erickson's got 4 turnovers in this game. That's 4 of Hawaii's 11, and maybe the biggest number that has kept Cal State Fullerton in it. 14 points off of Hawaii's 11 giveaways. On the other end, the Titans have turned it over 7 times. Hawaii has just 2 points, capitalizing on those turnovers. By the way, if you are tuning over from Hawaii baseball, congratulations to the Rainbow Warriors, an 11-1 win over Long Beach State. Isaiah Magdaleno.
Hawaii challenged the last out of bounds play. Call was off of White. It's been overturned. It will be Hawaii's ball.
Boy, Darren White seemed to have a little bit of trouble just getting the words out of his mouth there. As you heard, thanks to our friends at ESPN for giving us the audio of that call. We're looking at the replay now. Hawaii did challenge. Oh, that's such a hard one to overturn. It was Ward in there. Hawaii had someone in there. But ultimately, the challenge goes Hawaii's way. That's one thing they have here. They don't have, and you see it in a lot of the big conferences on the network television broadcasts. And also like in the NBA, you have that weird still camera at the scorer's table that the referee looks to uncomfortably and speaks into the Price is Right like microphone and announces the specific call. I'm sure our referees are thrilled that they get to do that. Edis Demich's in the game, gets the inbound into Dre Bullock. Cal State Fullerton picking up full court as Erickson gets across the timeline. One hands it, right slot for Bullock. Drives on his man, kicks to the right baseline. Demicha hesitates, gets to the lane, back out right for Bullock. He'll chest pass it out for Finlandson. 10 to shoot, drives, kicks Erickson. Extra pass in the corner. Demicha got away with the travel, maybe. Back out Erickson, 5 on the timer. Wants a screen from Ruidef. He slips it. Erickson with 3. Left Demicha has to launch. And clanks off the back rim, misses. Rebound, tap near side. Finlandson fighting for it. Ward fighting for it. Collapses into the lap of a fan in the second row to our right. There is going to be a foul, and it's going to go, I think, on Finlandson for a trip. Inadvertently, just trying to dive for a loose ball. Boy, that fan to our right, nice catch. I mean, Ward was diving in, and that fan had 2 arms around him, grabbed him, made him feel safe and secure, and led him on his way. Always have to make sure that you are good to go. So, timeout on the floor here, 14:39 to go. It is Hawaii 38 and Cal State Fullerton 37. You're listening to Hawaii Basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
At Dow Electric Supply, we're your local-based company with your needs in mind. We see the light in Hawaii, and rest assured, we are with you all the way. Our sales counter and will call are here to serve Hawaii's electricians, developers, utility companies, businesses, and homeowners. The Dial Lighting Gallery showroom is open by appointment only. Go online to www.dialelectricsupply.com. Open weekdays from 7 to 3. At Dial Electric Supply, we see the light.
Enterprise Truck Rental proudly offers local truck and cargo van rental solutions in Hawaii. For more than 2 decades, Enterprise Truck Rental has been helping customers meet their personal and commercial trucking needs across North America. Enterprise is also committed to delivering exceptional service and promoting a safe and reliable experience. With convenient locations on 4 islands, including Oahu, the Big Island, Maui, and Kauai, the Enterprise Truck Rental Ohana is ready to serve you. Interested in learning more? Visit enterprisetrucks.com today.
This is the Credit Union One Big West Men's Basketball Championships on ESPN Honolulu.
Hawaii 38, Cal State Fullerton 37. We've got 14:39 to play from Lee's Family Forum in Henderson. A warm afternoon. It was 86 degrees. It's going to get down to 56 tonight. But you know what? We're in a climate-controlled venue. And it kind of feels like Banco Arena at Stan Sheriff Center because it's always cold when you walk in there. It's cold in here. At least you're not sweating. That's a good thing if you're in this venue. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. You are listening to the Credit Union One Big West Men's Basketball Tournament on ESPN Honolulu.
ESPN Honolulu is Hawaii's sports leader, KHKA AM 1500 and at 92.7 FM, part of the IO family of companies.
Alongside our great crew here in Henderson, Nevada, I'm Josh Pacheco. Hawaii 38, Cal State Fullerton 37. Hawaii really battling itself right now, battling mistakes, battling what has been kind of a frustrating pace here. But on the other end, Cal State Fullerton's had its own struggles. They have not had a lot of easy looks offensively. They've been consistently shooting in the 30s all game long, 37.8% for the game. They've got the ball going from right to left on your device. Hawaii's in a zone defense at 2-3. To the high post right, Kendrick DeLuna squares on Yassine Toomey, who just checked in. Backs in, turns, pivots, looks around to the right wing, finds Cofield up top to Ward, skips it left wing, 3-ball away, off the right side of the iron for Williams. Rebound grabbed by Hawaii, and Erickson will slow it down. Christian Williams has been the big story here in the second half. He's hit 4 threes in this game, has a game-high 15. Erickson, free throw line extended right, looks inside for Toomey. We'll get a foul here as Kerr hits the deck away from the ball. They're going to give that foul to Kendrick DeLuna, his first. One of the biggest changes that Dedrick Taylor has made here in the last 3 weeks. Kendrick DeLuna was his starting 5. They recently went with Landon Seaman, and it's worked out on both fronts. Erickson's got to hurry the inbound, throws it up for grabs, finds it. Harry Rulidev, high slot right. He gives it to Kerr, 13 to shoot. Kerr, hard dribble left of the lane, gets to the rim, gets the right-hand lane to go. 40-37, Hawaii by 3. 13:50 to play. Shot fake from De La Cruz Monegro, leans in on Erickson right of the lane, forces up a 2, muscles it off the window, and answers right back to get the Titans within 1, 40-39. 13:38 to go. Erickson guarded by Bailey Nunn in the perimeter. Dribbles right of the lane, kicks up top to Rulidev. Heel drive, leans in on DeLuna. Can't get the lane to fall, lips out front. But we'll draw the whistle, and we'll head to the line. They're going to give that to Ward. First on him. See these Titans defenders starting to overplay a little bit in the perimeter, and that's why you've seen opportunities to attack the rim the last couple of possessions. Rulidev knocks down the first free throw. He'll have one more. Hawaii has a 2-point advantage, 41-39. 8 points for Rulidev. Makes it 9 as the second one clanks its way in. 3-point lead for Hawaii, 13:29 to go. Hawaii picks up at half court. Ward crosses the timeline with a pass to Nunn. Back to Ward near side. Hawaii that zone inside the 3-point line as soon as the ball crosses. De La Cruz Monegro for 3 right angle. Misses. Rebound inside. Put back to Luna. Misses short. Nice challenge by Rulidev. And Toomey just hemming him in. And the other way goes Erickson. Erickson looking to the wing. Gets it to Kerr. Pressured by Nunn. Back out up top, Dre Bullock. One-on-one here with the junior Jaden Henderson. Finds Toomey straddling the 3-point line. Underhands to Kerr coming to the ball. Penetrates, stops left of the lane. Out to Bullock. Fakes for 3. Drives, Euro step, hanging right hand 2. No. This is a goofy-looking shot from Bullock getting inside the lane. On the other end, hanging 2. No good from De La Cruz Monegro. Hawaii challenges. Loose ball goes out to Toomey. He'll get it away to Zay Kerr. 12:35 to go. Kerr going to run point here. Drives right of the lane. Jump stop. Almost lost it. Goes off of DeLuna's stomach. Ball loose in the paint. Cal State Fullerton trying to take it away. And we will get a timeout called by Cal State Fullerton. As it looked like, according to the official, they're going to call a foul, I beg your pardon. One official signaled timeout. Another official signaled foul. And they're going to give that foul the second personal to Yassine Toomey. Let's see. Toomey comes in. He just flies in right on the top of De La Cruz Monegro. It's just a hustle foul. Can't argue it. You appreciate the effort. 12:15 to play. 42-39 Hawaii. Nunn, high angle left. Goes off a DeLuna pick. Slings it out right to Williams. We'll get to the center of the floor. Back left, Henderson hesitates. Erickson's right on in the zone. 9 to shoot. Between the rings, Karras, the freshman. Moves to the right, free throw line extended. Hands off Williams, off the screen. Dribbles into a 3 and hits. The 5th 3 for Williams. We are tied again at 42. 18 for the freshman Christian Williams. 11:43 to go. Erickson. Hard dribble right, floats it up top to Rulidev. Gets in the paint, leans, floating 2. Got that to go. Hawaii takes the lead again. 44-42. Williams hurries ahead. They find Nunn. Baseline, straddles, brings out the dribble left, goes to Karras. Leans in, left low block, twisting around against Rulidev. Throws it out wildly. Nunn tracks it down near sideline. Out high right, Williams off the DeLuna pick, finds him on the roll. DeLuna leaning in. Toomey almost stripped it away. DeLuna gets it back and lays it in. We're tied again, 44 apiece. That's the third time we've had 5 lead changes in this game. Erickson gets inside the arc right, leans on Nunn, turns around, fades from 10, knocks that down. 46-44, the Bows take the lead right back. 10:53 remaining. We're trading buckets now. The offense is starting to light up here between these two teams. Luna fakes the handoff to Nunn. Second man through as Henderson comes and gets it. Henderson one-on-one with Kerr. Off the dribble, 18-footer. Misses off the front rim. Rebound grabbed by Toomey. And Bullock will push it the other way. Crossover dribble, Bullock in the lane. Hangs, right hand, land, no. Toomey put back, goes in. Great follow by Toomey. Hawaii's up by 4, 48-44. Williams quickly into the front court. Off a screen. 3 ball. That's off the back guy in. Rebound loose. One by Ruleen F in the paint. And they will get it out to Dre Bullock. Erickson just getting off the floor. Looked like he took a shot to the face. Hawaii fortunate to beat the 10-second call. Erickson just raced across midcourt. He was taking his time. Erickson angles slot left. One-on-one here with Garris. Drives, leads, gives it to Toomey at the baseline. Lost the ball, brings it back out. Erickson, 4 to shoot. Long 3. That's off the short iron. Rebound grab by Henderson. 9:49 to go. 48-44. Long run of play here. We still have the under 12 to hit. Henderson dribbling baseline. Pull up, fading 2. Misses around the rim and out at the baseline from 14 feet. And Hawaii kind of slowing it down. Aran Ganot asks to get across midcourt and use the timeout. And that's exactly what Hawaii will do. 9:33 left. It is 48-44. Hawaii holding on to a 4-point advantage on Cal State Fullerton. We'll step aside. You are listening to Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
I'm Hal.
I'm Jerry.
I'm Kehao.
We got your lumber.
We've got your hardware.
Bring your lumber list.
Email us your list.
Bring me your blueprint.
We've got you covered.
Get a quote from us.
Itajuti listahan nyo kanya.
Get a quote from us.
Get a quote from us.
We've got you covered.
We love our customers.
Go where the contractors go. Hardware Hawaii. Contractor's choice.
While Hawaii's public employees were hard at work, politicians in Washington handed billionaires massive tax breaks. Now Hawaii lawmakers may need to cut essential public services to cover the shortfall. That could mean inadequate food safety protections, fewer health services, and weakened public safety. When Hawaii calls, who will be there to answer? Tell your lawmakers, protect Hawaii's vital public services. A message from HGEA.
Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
We've got 9:33 to play. 48-44. Hawaii leading Cal State Fullerton. The Bows have a 16 rebound advantage on the Titans. 13-5 on the offensive glass. Hawaii has been the better team in the paint. 28-16. 11-6 in second chance points. It's just been the turnovers that have really hurt Hawaii. 12 of them. Cal State Fullerton's got 17 points off of those turnovers. Busy day of Hawaii athletics tomorrow. First, the Credit Union 1 Big West Women's Basketball Championship right here on ESPN Honolulu. Number 4, Hawaii. Number 2, UC San Diego. Coverage begins at 11:45. Dave Kawada anxiously sitting to my right, ready to call it. The Kawada curse at the Big West tournament is over. Now he's hoping to completely break it with a championship call. You'll hear it right here on ESPN Honolulu. We've got Rainbow Warrior Baseball. Depending on what happens here, will depend where Rainbow Warrior Baseball airs tomorrow. Hawaii at Long Beach State. And Hawaii Volleyball, as of right now, is on tomorrow night. Hawaii and UCLA. Coverage begins at 6:45. Regardless, we'll be right here on ESPN Honolulu. Isaac Finlinson inbound off the timeout, gets it into Zay Kerr. Ruleen F. Johnson Erickson also on the floor. Kerr straight away goes as Johnson slips the screen. Kerr drives, slings around for Johnson through his hands and taken away by Ward. Up ahead goes De La Cruz Monegro right at the wing. One-on-one with Finlinson into the corner, and Garris fakes the three, back into the corner, and De La Cruz Monegro. He'll step back for three, misses that short, free throw line extended, and the rebound picked up by Zay Kerr. Cal State Fullerton 7 of 24 from three-point range. 5 of those makes have been from Christian Williams. Ruledev can't hit that three at the angle left. Gets his own rebound, drives, jump stop, 2, drops, and has a chance for 3. Was very fortunate off a 3 ball. It was short. What do they always say? Long shots lead to long rebounds. That caromed out his way. The lane was wide open, and he decided to take it right to the rim. Drew the harm. Foul is on Jefferson De La Cruz Monegro. 2 on him. Hawaii's lead has ballooned back to 6. Ruledev now with 13. Makes it 14 as he hits the free throw. It has been tough for him. He's found himself in foul trouble a lot here in the last couple of weeks. But the captain is answering the bell here. 7-point Hawaii lead, 8:52 to go. Ward crosses midcourt, underhands it to De La Cruz Monegro. Dribble read, brings it to Nunn, bounces it high left. Finding Ward, chest pass right for De La Cruz Monegro. In the lane, drives and kicks up top. Ward leaning on Bullock, who cuts him off. Will bring it back outside the arc. 10 on the timer. High left for Garris, the freshman. One-on-one with Bullock. Leans in. Good help by Johnson. Turning with 4. Ball loose in the lane. Taken by Kerr. They've got a 4-on-2. Bounce pass right to Bullock. Hangs. High lay in. No. Rolling it up. Putback is in. Hawaii had the numbers, and even with the first miss, they follow it with the second. Lead to 9. Not the other way for 3 in the corner. Silences the crowd for a moment. Hits the 3 left side. Cal State Fullerton will use a timeout as they get within 6. 53-47. Hawaii ahead with 8:14 to play. This is Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
Superheroes are everywhere, and you'll find these everyday heroes at 535 Plumbing LLC.
My superhero fixed my overflowing toilet fast and effectively. He explained the problem and took care of everything.
If you need a superhero, call 535 Plumbing for drain cleaning, faucet installs, pipe repair, water heater replacement, new flow pipe relining, repiping, and new construction. Look to 535 Plumbing, everyday superheroes with 24-hour emergency service and repair. Go to 535plumbing.com today.
Ready for UH football, man?
Yep, check this out.
Oh.
Surround sound. That works.
Whoa, I ready, bro.
Yeah, watch this.
How come the blender went off?
Huh?
The blender in the kitchen went off, bro.
Nah.
Try again.
Oh, man.
Okay, we can make some like a fruit smoothies.
When you want your home or business wired right, call a unionized electrical contractor. 847-5341.
IBEW, local 1186, lighting your path to the future.
This is the Credit Union One Big West Men's Basketball Championships on ESPN Honolulu.
$8:14 to go. Hawaii 53, Cal State Fullerton 47. Both of these teams shooting in the mid-30s percentage-wise. Hawaii 20 of 53, 37.7%. Maybe the most uncomfortable number is from 3. 3 of 19, under 16%. Meantime, Cal State Fullerton 18 of 49, 36.7%, 8 of 25 from 3. That's 32%. So both of these teams are shooting under their average from 3. But here's the other, I think, kind of important number. Cal State Fullerton only to the free throw line 5 times, 3 of 5. Hawaii has gone to the free throw line 10 times. Hawaii is a perfect 10 of 10. It's the little details in games like these, when your season is on the line, that makes so much of a difference. One guy who would love to be in this game, Aaron Hunkin-Clater, sitting down in the middle of the bench while everybody else is in the huddle. He was lost for the year back in January with that severe turf toe. He's in good spirits. Talked to him earlier today during their shoot-around. He has the scooter that he gets to roll around. There's a rumor that the scooter he's rolling around on is Juan Munoz's old scooter that he had when he had his season-ending injury a couple years ago. He couldn't confirm it, but he said the reason why he thought that was because there was rust on the scooter. The basket kind of doesn't hold firm, puts foam in it. And then the padding, Aaron's mom actually had to tape the padding because it was so weak. Well, that's not helpful. But Juan Munoz, I believes that is not the scooter that he used when he got hurt. Hawaii inbounding off of the made shot from Cal State Fullerton. They've got to get it across midcourt against full court Titan pressure. They got 2 seconds, 1 second to get it across. Ruledev has it between the big rings. Chest pass far wing to Bullock. And we'll get a whistle away from the ball. DeLuna and Johnson were arm in arm tangoing toward the rim. And it's DeLuna who picks up the foul. And Hawaii is now in the bonus. Second foul on DeLuna. So Johnson, who set the school record earlier this year with 39 consecutive free throws made, will shoot 1 and 1. Front end away. Good. And Hawaii remains perfect from the line. 11 of 11. 8 points, 4 boards, 2 dimes for Fish. The conference first team selection earlier this week. Second one good. 55-47 with under 8 to play. Titans have pushed Hawaii to its limits. Nunn inside the arc. Bounce pass left goes to Williams. Now in the corner to De La Cruz Monegro. Drives on Ruledev. Gets it across to the right corner. Williams 3 short. Boy, good defense. Really kind of snug on Cal State Fullerton off the bounce. Kerr will get it to the top of the arc. Is open for 3. Hesitates. Fires. Misses short. Rebound and we'll get a foul. Ruledev was grabbed. Johnson was grabbed. Take your pick. They'll call this one on DeLuna. That's his third, and back to the line goes Hawaii, and they will say it was the grab on Johnson was what triggered the loose ball foul. Isaac Johnson is Hawaii's best free throw shooter at 88%. Hawaii's got 1 and 1 at most twice. He hits the first free throw. I say at most because if the next foul is a non-shooting foul, that would be the last time in the 1 and 1. Johnson's got 1 more. 2 bounces, free throw away. That's it. 57-47. Hawaii's got not its largest lead, but it's close. Ward drives and kicks right for Williams, who gets in late. Good help from Johnson. Pass toward the baseline across the way was short and taken away by Ruledev. The other end, Kerr almost called for a backcourt violation as Williams hassled him and stripped the ball momentarily. 1-on-1, goes over a Johnson screen who slips it left wing. Ruledev takes the 3, kicks back out up top for Kerr, twists at the free throw line, draws a double team, and draws a reach. And Kerr will go to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. Titans brought the double on Kerr's back as the foul's on Ward. That's 2 on him. But if you're going to do that, you've got to get the turnover because you're doing that so aggressively. You're racing in when Kerr can't see it. And Ward just made contact on his arm as Kerr was turning around. Front end of the free throw line. Ooh. Caught the front part, bounced about 2 times, dropped in. These what sounds like rubbery rims here in Henderson. We've seen some awkward-looking bounces in the first couple of games we've seen here. That time the iron was kind. Second one. Didn't need the iron. That was all net. 59-47. Hawaii's largest lead is 12. Under 7 to go. Winner goes to the title game tomorrow. Ward between the rings. Left to Williams at the slot. Now to the high post side. De La Cruz Monegro penetrates the low block on Johnson. Kicks back out to Williams. Kind of a leaning 2. Doesn't hit rim. Goes high off the glass. Was tilting his body to the side baseline way as Johnson had brought the late challenge. Cal State Fullerton is one of its last 7 from the floor. Johnson dribbling right. Defender clears away. He's open, won't take the 3. Gives it to Finlayson near side. Twists on Nunn. Takes it to the short corner. Back out Johnson. 9's on the timer. Between the rings, Bullock with 6. Bullock, step back with a dribble 4. Out left Johnson off the dribble. 3 straight away. Off the short side iron misses. That looked like it was going to drop. Rebound grab by De La Cruz Monegro. That would have set this place ablaze if it went down. Ahead goes Williams. High right, De La Cruz Monegro gets to the low block, cut off by Kerr. Back out right slot, Ward penetrates in the lane, lost the ball, out of bounds. It will be Hawaii basketball. That dribble stayed a little too low as he was trying to knife his way through off the bounce. Turnover number 10 on Cal State Fullerton. See Cofield come back in as Williams will enter. Cal State Fullerton has played 9 guys. They've shuffled a lot around. Inbound goes into Johnson. Try to dribble around. They're going to call a push here on Seaman. Johnson was trying to take it across midcourt himself on the dribble, kind of tight roping the near sideline. Seaman wasn't giving him any room. And the official on the backside said he had enough of a little shove to be called for the foul. So now, double bonus. Hawaii will shoot 2 the remainder of the way. First one here for Big Fish is good. Hawaii remains perfect. 17 of 17 from the free throw line. And Isaac 5 of 5 himself. Second foul shot away. In as well. Rips the cord. 61-47. This is the largest Hawaii lead as the Bows are sitting on an 8-0 run, and Johnson gets a nice hand as he comes off the floor. Yassine Toomey enters for him. Cal State Fullerton quickly breaks Hawaii's pressure, gets across midcourt. Seaman twisting on Toomey. Gives it out to Cofield, who drives, cut off in the paint. Bounce pass underneath. Nice find for De La Cruz Monegro, sagging behind the defense. Gets the easy 2 to break the run. 61-49. Inbound comes into Toomey. Toomey will bring it across midcourt. Finds Bullock left side. Flies up with a one-hand tomahawk jam. Dre Bullock soaring into the sky. 63-49, 5:22 left. Seaman the other way, hands off up top to Cofield. Cofield going right of the lane, leaning in on Finlayson, draws help, ball out of bounds. Who's going to have it? It will stay with Cal State Fullerton. Oh, Dre Bullock on the other end, and Hawaii's going to be told, hey, get your bench to sit down as Johnson comes back in. And in on that play, too, by the way, Landon Seaman kind of half-heartedly went up to try to challenge it because I think he realized, I don't want to be on a poster. And we'll get a foul here as the inbound. They were trying to get it to Nunn in the corner. He tripped. Bullock will be called for his 3rd personal, and that sends Cal State Fullerton into the bonus. Bailey Nunn, transferred from Sacramento State, spent a couple of years there. Hits the first. So he earns one more. 63-50. Second one for Nunn in as well. 63-51. Ward's going to get a breather. Cal State Fullerton's leading scorer has been held to 4 points on 1 of 7 shooting tonight. Erickson gets the inbound into Finlayson, draws a double, gives it to Isaac Johnson, and Johnson finds Erickson coming to it to cross midcourt. Erickson's given the ball away 4 times. Bullock left wing, won't take the open 3. Instead moves it out, slot left to Rulidef. Up top, Finlayson makes the 3, got none in the air. Finlayson drives, got the ball poked out of his hands, and racing ahead goes Williams. Rulidef waits for him. Williams hangs in the air, 2 misses short. Rebound is tapped over the backboard and out of bounds by Cal State Fullerton. That was Cofield trying to fly in for a second chance and just sailed that one over the backboard. Still a 12-point advantage. Inbound goes into Bullock. Passes it away from the double team. Gets it to Erickson. Clears his defender away. Now crosses the timeline. He's got Cofield on him. Centers near the midcourt logo. Crossover bounce. Keeps the dribble. Cofield stumbled. Stays right with him. To Rulidef at the angle. Twisting around. Rulidef now uses the dribble. Ball stripped away again. Stolen by De La Cruz Monegro. Up ahead right side, the drive, reverse lane, good, and a foul on Johnson. Cofield got by. Johnson made contact, it looked like, on the top of the head. Rulidef, meantime, is down on the opposite end of the floor, grabbing his right leg. So the score for the moment, 63-53. And with Rulev on the floor, I think we're under the 30 seconds within the media. So we're going to wait here. They haven't signaled the media just yet, so we'll keep it. But concern right now with Harry Rulev. Trainer, Frank Pena's out. They've got both of his legs stretched out, and they'll help him up off the floor. But good to see he's putting a lot of weight on that leg. It's a slight lift. And he'll go to the end of the bench and get looked at. Hawaii's got most of their crew here to check him out. In fact, they're really not even going to check on him. I think they're good. Give him some water. Maybe it's a cramp. I see Tanner Hall running into the tunnel. Maybe he's got the miracle solution to get rid of that. So one free throw here for Cofield to get it back to single digits. Free throw is in. 63-54. 4:23 left. Ward is back. Seaman leaves. This is the positionless basketball small lineup here that the Titans have. Tallest player is Cofield at 6'6". Erickson gets the inbound in here to Bullock. Double team at the baseline. Dribbles away. Heads the sideline. Gets across. Bullock in trouble and is fouled. I mean, he forced that. Foul's going to go on Christian Williams. But he forced the issue just dribbling right into heavy traffic. And if he didn't get the whistle, he would have turned it over. And we talked about this in the first half. Bullock has kind of forced the issue a little bit in this game, especially in those first 20 minutes. In some of these games, you don't need to. You can let the game come to you. You don't have to force it. First free throw, good. Dre's now in double digits. 10 points, 4 rebounds in 28 minutes. One more for him. Right-handed free throw, good. Hawaii is still perfect. 20 of 20 from the line. 4:17 to go, 65-54. Top of the arc, Ward gets by Bullock. Right hand two, no, blocked at the elbow by Johnson, who was right there to deny the shot. Erickson has the loose ball, brings it back left to right on your device. Sitting high right slot, Bullock tried to pass it left on that flare screen for Finlinson. Knocked out of bounds by Cofield. It will be Hawaii basketball on the other side of this message. We've got 3:58 to play. It might be an 11-point lead, but it is not comfortable. Hawaii 65, Cal State Fullerton 54. You are listening to Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
When pain gets in the way of everyday life, it affects more than how you move. It changes how you show up for your family and your life. At Queens Orthopedics and Spine, patients receive nationally recognized care and advanced treatments to help them recover faster with better outcomes. So you can enjoy morning walks, get back in the game, and move comfortably again. Because at Queens, recovery is about more than healing. It's about getting back to life. Learn more at queens.org/ortho.
Hate your popcorn ceilings? Well, Statewide GC and Construction offers a stretch fabric alternative to removing asbestos-infested ceilings that you will love. Don't be burdened with the danger, mess, and time-consuming process of scraping your ceiling. New Walls Fabric can cover it. New Walls Fabric is safe, cost-effective, and stylish. Most jobs are done in less than a week, and there is no move-out. Statewide GC and Construction is the exclusive dealer of New Walls of Hawaii. Go to statewide.hawaii.com or call 808-689-4115 for details.
Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
UC Irvine awaits the winner of the last of the two semis here at the Credit Union 1 Big West Basketball Championships. If Hawaii can hold on to this 65-54 advantage with 3:58 to play, it will earn a rubber match with the Anteaters. Some of the UC Irvine assistants sitting a couple tables down to my left. As we see in tournaments, you get a lot of scouting going on, and they are here trying to get a good advanced look. Hawaii had a staffer here earlier, deep in the shadows of this cavernous arena, doing some of the advanced scouting of this game. got the video out, clipping out some plays. So whoever is in this final to face UC Irvine, if Hawaii's there, you can bet Hawaii will be well prepared for whatever happens here tonight. Leading scorers in this game, Harry Ruidev, 16 and 10. He's got a double-double tonight. The 10 rebounds is one shy of his career high, which is 11. 6 of 11 from the floor, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. 13 for Isaac Johnson, 11 for Dre Bullock. Hawaii will inbound far sideline. Right at the head of the bench. Inbound left corner for Finlayson. Johnson wants the lob. They can't get it there. Back out closer to midcourt. Erickson left side of the court. Erickson prodding with his dribble. Goes left of the lane. Kicks into the corner. 3. Demetra short. Rebound grabbed by Christian Williams. Titans on the run here with 3:43 left. Williams underhands right to Ward. Brings it to the middle of the floor. One hands it left to Nunn. Back to the near side. Ward. He'll take a 3 at the wing. That's around and out. That was halfway down. And the rebound grabbed by Finlayson. Hawaii does not need to be in a rush. And Eran Ganot signals that. Puts his hand out as Erickson looks at him and says, hey, let's run something. Let's take our time. Bullock lobs it in for Johnson. Finds him. Easy 2. I mean, that was just big man in the playground. Just lob it to him. He was being held. It didn't matter. He still got it in. 67-54, 3:07 to go. Driving the other way, Jefferson De La Cruz. Monegro misses at the rim. Rebound Erickson. Absorbs contact and will secure it and bring it up. Under 3 to go. Hawaii trying to get back to the title game. It's been a while. Erickson right at the edge of the midcourt circle. Has the timer down to 13 and a reach and foul on De La Cruz Monegro. That's 3 on him. 2 free throws here. Hawaii in the double bonus. Hawaii's only committed 8 fouls, so Cal State Fullerton's not in the double bonus yet. First of 2 free throws. Good. The perfection continues. 21 of 21. And on the other side, Hawaii's just dominated the glass, 49-25. Second free throw. Good as well. 69-54. This is Hawaii's largest lead, 2:42 remaining. Cofield drives right in on Erickson, who takes a shot to the chest, but still is a painful foul he will take. His second, and it'll be 1-1 for Cal State Fullerton. It's the one thing that Hawaii just does not want right now, is to allow the Titans to score points with the timer frozen. So it'll be 1-1 here for Cofield. Bryce Cofield, freshman from Chatsworth, California, scored 16 the first time these two teams met. Had a double-double yesterday against UC Davis in the win. Knocks down the first free throw. Cal State Fullerton had 3 players earn double-doubles last night. Cofield, 10 and 10. Ward, 24 and 10. And then you had De La Cruz Monegro, who had 15 and 11. Second foul shot, around and out. Rebound, tap free at the baseline. Demetra tracks it down, and he is fouled. So Gies will shoot free throws. Foul's going to go on Christian Williams. So it has been a complete 180 for Cal State Fullerton. Dominated the glass yesterday. They are getting decimated on the glass tonight. Gies Demetra yet to score. Change that here at the line. First free throws in, of course, 70-55. Demetra was an all-conference preseason selection. It's kind of a luxury to have for someone off the bench. And, of course, the second free throw goes in. 71-55, 2:35 remaining. The Rainbow Warriors can smell the finals. High left side of Williams, long 3, off the front iron. Demetra comes up with a rebound, secures it, bounces it away from a double team. Gets it back from Hunter Erickson. They got to hurry it across midcourt. Erickson gets it across with 1 second, finds Johnson, clears the man in the air, and gets an exclamation two-hand dunk. 73-55, 2:10 to go. Ward wide open right side three. That's off the back iron. Rebound goes to Finlayson and is able to clear it away. 2 minutes remaining here from Henderson. Johnson out high left side for Erickson. Aran Ganap puts his arm out and says, hold it right there. De La Cruz Monegro guarding Erickson right near the midcourt line. Timer down to 10. Erickson gets inside the arc left, drives, defender stumbles. They're going to call an offensive foul on Erickson. His third. De La Cruz Monegro went down. Still an 18-point advantage for Hawaii with 1:40 left. Top of the arc, Ward quickly right for Nunn. Back between the rings, Williams left to Garris into the corner, Ward. Ward penetrates to the free throw line, skips out right. Williams for three, good. That is the 6th three for Christian Williams. And Cal State Fullerton uses a timeout. 90 seconds left. The lead is 15. 73-58 Hawaii. Williams has been the standout, but on the other end of that, he's the only Titan who scored in double digits. Here's a freshman who averages just under 9 a game. He's got a game-high 21, 7 of 14 shooting, 6 of 9 from outside the three-point border. But I think the story, look at the double-digit scores on average for Cal State Fullerton. Joshua Ward averages under 15 a game. He's got 4. Bryce Cofield averages 10 a game, 9, just under the average. Landon Seaman averages just over 12. He has scored 4. De La Cruz Monegro averages 12. He's got half of that. He's got 6. Hawaii's defense, which has struggled here as of late. They allowed Long Beach State to shoot just under 55% last Saturday. They have turned things around here defensively. Erickson lobs the inbound in near midcourt, finds Tamisha up ahead for Johnson. He's got a two-hand finish. Another dunk for Big Fish. 75-58. 1:20 to go. Nunn, 3 left wing. That's good. 75-61 with 1:16 remaining. And the ball comes loose beyond the baseline, so they will stop the clock momentarily, and Hawaii will inbound. Looking to throw it in. Erickson's got to hurry. Floats it in right at the free throw line. Namikcha off a couple of taps has it. Double team is there. Gets it to the near side. Erickson, he is fouled as he was trying to motor his way across midcourt. Foul's going to go on Cofield. That's 3 on him. 1:09 remaining. And Erickson back to the line, looking to get to double digits. It's been really a mixed night for Hunter. First free throw. There's the first miss as it rattles around and out. But hey, hitting your first 24 free throws, really, really good. Erickson, a 69.4% free throw shooter. Second one away. Good. 76-61. 68 seconds remaining. Up across the timeline right goes Ward. High left for 3. That's Cofield off the back rim. Ward, the offensive rebound, puts it back in off the glass. But 59.2 left. Still a 13-point deficit. Erickson running the baseline. Gets it in for Finlayson. Clears one defender. Races across midcourt. Gets the ball stripped out of his hands. Recovers. Throws off his back foot. Finds Johnson. Floats it up. Finds Namikcha. Two-hand jam behind the defense. 78-63, 45 seconds left. Williams wants another 3 right wing. That clanks off the near rim. Rebound goes to Bullock. And Cal State Fullerton might call off the dogs here. And they will with 35 seconds left. 11-second difference between game and shot clock. Bullock just a standing dribble right at the edge of the midcourt logo. And I think they'll let the shot clock just expire. Isaac Johnson giving shakas to the Hawaii crowd behind the bench. Shot clock expires with 11.6 remaining. What a finish Hawaii has put on here, shooting 51.7% in the second half. And Cal State Fullerton's going to get a last few subs in here. First appearances for Ben Winker and for Matthew Quinlan to get them some time here in the tournament. Inbound is into Nunn. He will just walk it across midcourt. Hawaii has a date with UC Irvine in the Big West Final. The Bows take all three from Cal State Fullerton this season, run away with a 78-63 win over the Titans, and it is Hawaii taking on the Anteaters tomorrow night in the Big West Final. What a run in the second half, where Hawaii seemed to struggle taking care of the basketball. The turnovers were probably its biggest issue tonight. Yet when it mattered, Hawaii broke the pressure. Hawaii was able to collapse behind the defense, got some easy looks at the rim. Hawaii did not need the three-pointer to work tonight. 3 of 22 from outside the three-point line, 0 for 9 in the second half. But it did not matter.